Okay, guys, so this time you're going to learn about adding, subtracting rational expression, part 2. And this one is very interesting thing because you see this one like 6 minus x. You will see how to change that type of thing if you see that. And here you're going to see that like that, okay? So keep that in mind. This chapter is going to be very interesting, so follow me through well, okay? So adding, subtracting expression for this one, first, step 1, you have to find common denominator of factors and multiply it. So we have this one, so let's try to factor this one. I have -6 on the top and -5. So it's gonna be, I will say -6 and +1. So that one I have x minus 6 and x plus 1. Now, plus, do not write it yet for this one. Now, before we do something else, do you see we have x minus 6, but this one is 6 minus x? And the interesting thing is, if you switch it, this one is same as -x plus 6. Still, it's not quite same as this. But here's a trick. This one can be changed. This one can be changed like this. -x minus 6, like that. Because when you distribute negative like that, it's same as -x plus 6, which is 6 minus x, if you remember. Not remember, if you see it. It's kind of some simple math trick, which can be, if you think about it for 2 minutes, you will understand it. But I know you guys are lazy, so if you don't want to do that, or if you cannot get it on top of your head, just memorize it, okay? So this one, let me change it to -x minus 6, okay? So let's do this. Another thing, do you see this negative? And do you see this positive? This one, positive times negative will become negative, so I'm gonna change it to negative like that. I know it's, you guys will think like, what is going on? So watch this video again, okay? Now we can do, we can find a common denominator, because only thing that I have to do is just multiply by x plus 1 here, because I have everything here. So let's do this. So I have 5x minus 2 over x minus 6, x plus 1, minus, here, let's look at it here, x times x is x squared, x times plus 1 is plus x, over x minus 6, x plus 1, right? Now we are gonna distribute this, but as I said, if you have a negative, it's better for you to just combine it already. So just like this, 5x minus 2, and just like this, negative times x squared is negative x squared, negative times x is positive x is negative x, over like this. And then simplify. So let's do it one by one. Always start with the highest degree. There's nothing that you can add or subtract with negative x squared, so you're gonna write negative x squared first. And then you can combine 5x and minus x. 5 minus 1 is positive 4. And we have minus 2 at the end, over x minus 6 and x plus 1. And what's the x value that cannot be exist? Is positive 6 and negative 1, which is this one. Again, this is not final answer. This is the final answer, and this one is kind of like supported here, okay? So do not even think that you are doing everything like up here to find this. No, because if it was the final answer, we could have stopped here. So you have these 3 questions that you can do, but let me go over this so that you can do this one, okay? So first, we have this, which we can factor it easily. -3 on the top, -2 on the bottom, -3 and positive 1 will give you this fraction. So it's going to be 3x minus 2, what am I doing? X minus 3, x plus 1, minus 5 over, and as I said, this one can be changed as negative x minus 3, right? What you're doing is you're switching this to number and you're just putting negative on top of it. It's like that simple, okay? And here, negative and negative. See, do you see this negative and negative? Negative times negative become positive, so I'm gonna change it to positive. So let's do it. Let's try to combine it. So we have to set common denominator, which means I'm missing x plus 1 here, so I'm gonna put multiply by x plus 1. Right? So let's do it. 3x minus 2 over, I'm not gonna write denominator because I'm lazy, but 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 1 is plus 5 over same denominator here. And since it is plus, I don't have to do what I did here because simply it's not gonna be practical. So let's do it. 3x plus 5x is gonna be what? 8x. And negative 2 plus 5 is plus 3 over. Since it is the answer, I'm gonna write this one down here because you cannot be lazy for the writing answer. And x cannot be equal to positive 3 comma negative 1, like that. It's so easy. So if you can do this one as well, make sure to try this and pause the video. Now try this question and maybe this question as well. Okay, this one, I mean, there's nothing special about this one. I think you will easily do this one. Let's do the back side. So this one is much easier than this one because I think this is the most confusing step, but this one is not that difficult. It's not a big deal, simply because only thing that is something is you have to factor denominator. But do you see this 2x squared like this one? I know this one is like something, so but still you have no choice. You have to factor it like that. So slip first number to last number and then multiply. I wish you could get away with it, but you cannot. And if you factor it, you're gonna get x. What is it? It's gonna be 4 plus 7 x minus 4, and you're gonna divide by what you slipped over, which is 2, and then simplify it. I have not enough space. And if you have a denominator, you're gonna slide it back in front of x, so it's gonna be 2x plus 7 x minus 2. I just factored it, and I'm gonna factor this one here. Here maybe negative 2 and negative 1, so you're gonna get negative 2 and positive 1. So here 3x 2x plus 7 x minus 2 minus 7 x minus 2 x plus 1. So we have this one. We just factored it, okay? So, and then step 1. Now we gotta find common denominator. What do I have to multiply here? Look at this. We have x minus 2 in common, but this one, I need x plus 1 here. And here I need 2x plus 7 here. So what I'm gonna do is, here I'm gonna multiply by x plus 1. Okay, it's very... it's a lot of writing, but I have to do it for you guys because I love you. And here I have to multiply by 2x plus 7, here like that. Okay, so here 2x plus 7 over, let me just write this one down first, like that. So as you can see, we have a common denominator now, which means we can combine this. And it's a minus, which means, you know, like when you distribute it, it's better for you to distribute negative 7. But let's do one by one. So 3x times x is what? 3x squared. 3x times 1 is plus 3x over blah. Minus 7 times 2x is what? 14x. 7 times 7 is 49 over. And as I said, step 3, you are gonna combine like term, but it's better for you to distribute negative like this. So 3x squared plus 3x. Negative times 14x is gonna be negative 14x. Negative times 49 is minus 49 over. And if you simplify it, you can combine this too, right? So let's do this. So 3x squared. 3x minus 14x is going to be negative 11x minus 49. Since this one stands for the answers, I'm going to write all the denominator, which is 2x plus 7, x minus 2, x plus 1, where x cannot be equal to positive 2 and negative 1. And do you see this fraction? It's going to be negative 7 over 2. Because 2x plus 7, you have to set up like this. It's going to be what? 2x equals negative 7, and divide by 2 both sides will give you x equals negative 7 over 2. Or you can put this number on the top and this number in the bottom and switch the sign. That's another way of doing it. So that's it. Now try this question by yourself. This is kind of tedious because you have to do this thing twice. But other than that, that should not be difficult. If you have any question, let me know. I'm not sure if I'm going to answer it, but at least it does not hurt trying. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye.